Be good, Ted. What's up, guys? What is going on? Hope everybody's doing well. The Arsenal versus Athletic Bilbao 2-0. Look, they won. I think that's the most important thing, but I don't think they did it in good fashion. I mean, towards the end, those subs made all the difference, right? But I asked myself, did you buy, a Gyökeres and an Eza just so you could sub them and then put in the same old players that you had just so they can win the match? I know that's going to happen sometimes. It's not going to be a regular thing, right? But just because it happened so early on in the game, and both these guys didn't really do. But Gyökeres probably had more opportunity to be able to score and did more throughout the game, especially with those headers. Even though one of them ended up clashing with what's his name, Gabriel, and just splitting the back of his head. But aside from that, yeah, there was some good opportunities for Gyökeres to be able to get on the score sheet, but still not that player. I'm not seeing. I know he scored. I didn't watch the game against Forest, but I'm not really buying it. I'm not 100% convinced that he's going to be the player that they need. Finally they have a 9. Yeah, they can say they have a 9, but it's not the 9 that they need to be able to win the league. Far from that. I really think they're far from that. I don't know, when I hear those talks, I feel like people are deluding themselves, thinking that finally, because they have a 9, and a 9 that used to be amazing in the Portuguese league. Dude, that's the Portuguese league. It's just, and I'm not putting the Portuguese league down. I'm just saying that's a different league, and then you're coming over here, different team, whole different set of dynamics. And I'm just not convinced. And yet again, he did well. Wasn't like he wasn't really participating in any of the plays. Actually, he was. He was a threat to the front, but not really where you feel like a goal might be coming. He just looks a little bit off. And then Ezzo, he had a rough day at the office. He just couldn't get it going. Defensively, I thought he did better, but offensively, I don't think he did much. And he absolutely needed to be subbed off. You have Martinelli and Trossard coming in, and just Martinelli, man, like that's another one, because you don't see that on a regular from Martinelli. I mean, that's why he's on the bench. What you saw from Martinelli, I saw when I just started watching Arsenal. I was like, who is this guy? This guy is amazing. And you see that, sporadically, and thankfully it came at the right moment. It came right when they needed it. Everything about that play was great. The only thing was the finishing. I didn't think that was the greatest finish, and for some reason, Unai Simon, he ended up kind of falling for it. I thought he thought that he was gonna take more of a wide shot. Ended up actually going really close to his body. I don't think he anticipated that, and that's why it went underneath his arm. I thought that was a save that he should have made. Unai Simon should have made that save, absolutely. The second one wasn't him, but the second one was another amazing play by Martinelli. The control, the speed. He got past two. Technically, he got past two players. And Trossard too. Trossard could have just taken the first shot. He could have passed it to somebody else, and instead he kind of took maybe a pause, like a 2-second pause, and the deflection that helped out. So both these guys made a huge difference. And Martinelli, to me, I thought he was man of the match. Not that it matters at the end. Trossard could still get man of the match, but Martinelli, I thought Martinelli was excellent coming in. He was excellent. Very lucky for Arteta that move made sense. But it also made sense because Eza needed to be switched. He needed to be switched. He wasn't doing as much. And had Bilbao not have been a little bit more clinical and effective towards the end, I thought that they could have also had this game, especially with that ambience, that 12th man that they had with the stadium. It looked like an ancient Roman arena. Just amazing, the noise, the atmosphere, and that's something that I don't feel like Arsenal fans have. Like, no offense, but like the Emirates, it doesn't sound like that. Like just a little bit more boisterous and noisy. But somebody told me that they're working on that, so we'll see in the future if that's true. But yeah, I thought that they had everything going for them to be able to win this game, because they did a really good job at defending against Arsenal. Origazar, Berengar, Navarro, Williams, they had opportunities to be able to score, but they just couldn't. They did a really good job at making life impossible for Arsenal. And I thought, again, just because they struggled, Arsenal had some good players on the field today, with Rice, Gabriel commanding in the back, really good. Caliafori. Raya didn't have that much, but what he had to do, I thought he did a really good job. Excellent job. Timber was another one. Really good projecting forward. Zubamendi all over the place. And of course, Madueke. I thought Madueke was excellent in this game. He was amazing. He just needed to score. He just needs to score. Some of those plays at the end just could have been a little bit better. That combination with Marino, Gyökeres, Madueke, and he gets past his marker. And then instead of, I mean, he's carrying it with his right foot. I know he's left-footed. You're carrying it with your right foot. Why are you trying to hit it afterwards, like the final touch with your left foot? Luckily for him, it was a really good save from, what's his name? And a save that he needed to make from Unai Simon. That was a right-footed center to Gyökeres that was coming in, and I think he would have gotten through both defenders. I don't know why people kept clowning Madueke, him leaving Chelsea, that he wasn't going to do anything, and like, what was the point of him going to Arsenal? It just made absolute sense, especially with them not having, like, Martinelli wasn't doing what he did today. He wasn't doing any of that, really. Or you'd find little, sporadic here and there, spread out throughout the season, right? But he wasn't a consistent threat like that. And I thought Madueke's just a better winger than Martinelli, plain and simple. He played an excellent match today, and I think he's doing a really good job at that right wing in the absence of Bukayo Saka. I guess the upshot of all this is that Arsenal won, and that's all that really matters in the end. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.